These scallywags. I didn't have Reddit mod gets caught up in a criminal lawsuit on my mind in 2025. But yeah, boss, here we are. And not just any overweight internet superhero vigilante. This one actually works for Reddit, gets paid a salary. And this is directly tied to the Ethan Klein, Casey Tron, Denims, Frogan lawsuit. It's almost like Ethan Klein is Thanos and he's fighting the Avengers, aka the Hassan Orbiters. But let's go ahead and talk about what's going on. So quick recap, because I know you little scumbags don't watch videos entirely. So I'm gonna do you a favor, you weenie. So Ethan Klein from the H3 podcast is suing 3 Twitch creators, Denims, Casey Tron, and Frogan. He's claiming they took his video, restreamed it, and barely added any type of organic commentary to it. We've seen this type of stuff before. You guys know those little lazy reaction videos that you might see from, honestly, a lot of streamers nowadays, where they just keep the video playing and go do something else. Maybe they'll get on their phone. That's what's going on. Now, it's really important to keep in mind that this isn't a criminal court case, it's a civil lawsuit. 2 different things. So nobody's gonna get arrested necessarily with this new information. Someone might. But this is more so about copyright, fair use, and egos clashing. You can't just lazily react to someone's video and not add your own artistic value to it. It has to be transformative. Now, the brethren, TheLegalMindset, exposed some very important information that we need to discuss because one of the moderators from a subreddit that has the Hassan Orbiters infested there exposed themselves, I should say. We would have never known this if egos weren't so big, if people weren't low IQ. So they're making their usual posts on Reddit, you know, talking shit about Ethan Klein, blah, blah, blah. And their egos got so big that they said that, hey, I work for Reddit, by the way, so I'll be okay. And TheLegalMindset shows this nice little screenshot. Well, let's take a look at his video.
You have an admission, a 100% confession right here. They're saying concern level for you. This whole thing is so odd. Roman P, once again, the head moderator, saying not concerned at all, balancing working at Reddit and being the head moderator for H3 Snark has kind of been stressful though. We have a confession right in front of everybody, in front of God and everybody, that the head moderator is a Reddit employee, is working at Reddit. This person, which has civil liability now and potential, and once again, once we dig, there may be criminal stuff that comes out, who knows, right? They are on the hook for this. And they have put Reddit in a horrible position, particularly because we had the separate filing disclosure where we had Reddit admins offering us free subscriptions to privacy software to remove our PII from the internet in case we're doxxed and harassed. So this is called scrubbing evidence. They're deleting evidence, spoliation of evidence. This is potentially criminal.
Now, I'm going to be fair. Has Reddit came out and confirmed this information? No, it's pretty breaking. But the optics aren't looking so good. Do you know how insane you have to be to work for Reddit, but also start all of the drama that the platform has? Not only that, open up the platform to legal consequences now because you can't keep your mouth shut. You're not a superhero, bro. Let me catch my son working for Reddit, and then when he's off work, has another part-time job as a Reddit moderator. You're not getting paid for this. What are you doing? You're a disgrace to my bloodline at that point. We got some gossip girls over here, fellas. So TheLegalMindset also talks about why this actually matters. Well, as I've hinted towards, you can't work for a platform, like be an official employee, and then start all of the bullshit. You can't promote illegal activity and then be tied to a company. Not only that, you post it and relate it to slander in the very same lawsuit that you yourself are involved in already. You can't get any more obvious than this. It's bad PR, and TheLegalMindset is going to talk about this here.
So let's get into this. Vicarious liability, what does that mean? And of course, I'm very very familiar with this as a corporate attorney. I still am a practicing corporate attorney. Employers are responsible for the harmful actions of employees, even if not directly at fault. So this is one of the reasons why in the recent times, people should be firing dangerous employees, because a dangerous employee, let's say you're a violent employee or a crazy employee, you don't want those employees around because of vicarious liability, because you can be responsible for the actions of those employees. If they go out and do something crazy, you might be on the line for them. Just like this, exactly like this. If you have an unhinged Reddit mod, which once again is a massive, massive risk, if it's somebody like this, you've got to fire them. You've got to get rid of them because they've now endangered your entire company. All of Reddit is at stake because of what they've done. They're completely open to discovery. They're completely open to liability. And because of this proof that they provided that software, they're going to be on the line for potentially a massive amount.
So the internet has been talking about this, and someone said these Redditors are next level stupid. God, I hope this costs Reddit money. Absolutely awful app, run by the worst people imaginable. Imagine if Discovery finds any Twitch employees involved in this. Now that would be fascinating. And creators like AsmonGold have been calling this out for quite some time, and he had his own thoughts and opinions on this situation.
Why would you say that? He's self-snitching. Why would you say this? Oh my God. It's shocking that somebody could be that stupid. So the Reddit admins were helping them to evade the law. Oh my God. Maybe this actually is bad for Reddit. I mean, that's insane. So if there's evidence that they're trying to intentionally obfuscate, like, oh my God. Can you believe that Reddit is actually, all of the Reddit employees seem to be Redditors? Roman P has deleted all Reddit activity last few hours since I visited their profile. I'm going to pull it up after this.
So we go down a rabbit hole of Reddit being pulled in something that they shouldn't have. This lawsuit should have just been between regular civilians and digital vigilantes. We got people hiding evidence, people giving out tools and offering free services involving a multi-billion-dollar company, one of the largest social media platforms of all time, right? Reddit, although we can talk stuff about it in this video, it is huge in the internet landscape. Social media platforms are replacing legacy media. So any type of behavior like this is just unnecessary, and we need to clean this out immediately. You have to be a special kind of stupid to snitch on yourself, to involve your workplace in your drama, because now, how are you going to afford the lawyers to protect you if you're out here snitching on yourself? No one would have known this information if this person didn't have such a huge ego and didn't believe they were on top of the world. What are we doing here? What is this? This is such a time to be alive. This is so entertaining. But what's next? It's civil court, so we're gonna see a couple more months, or who knows, maybe even a year, of more foulings, statements, and a shit ton of Reddit threads about fair use. If Ethan wins, I think it will set some sort of boundary of what is going to be considered fair use versus slop content versus lazy reactions. Either way, someone's walking away here screwed. And now Reddit, the CEO, brother, you're now involved. Congratulations. Welcome to the chaos. I got a nice little seat warmed up for you, buddy. So yeah, Ethan Klein is spending his money on lawyers, suing people left and right, the Thanos of the internet right now. Reddit employees are doing free charity work. Once they clock out of their official corporate job at Reddit, they then do their part-time job as a Reddit moderator. And the internet is doing what I love the most, talking about it. But what do you think, fellas? These scallywags are abusing their power. Do you think Ethan Klein actually cares about your rights as a creator, him having his content stolen? Or is he doing this for ego purposes? And what do you think the repercussions of Reddit now being involved in this are? Other than that, drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button and subscribe, and join my Discord. If you guys like how this video is edited and how I kind of laid it out, definitely let me know. Any feedback is great. I'm going to start taking my time, really putting my effort in the artistic creation of videos and really, once again, refining my style of editing. You guys know I probably used to show gameplay in my videos. Who knows, that might return, but for now, I kind of want to experiment a little bit, especially for the rest of the year. And then in 2026, we're going to slowly push towards that streaming milestone and really kind of go from there. And I'm going to like show my face. Well, not really my face. I'm going to have like a mask on or something like that. Be hella mysterious so I can get some bitches. That's what it's about, fellas. Coke and bitches.